see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand on the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Ok, vamos a empezar entonces.
Wounded and tired, Siri collapsed in the swamp.
Uy, ¿qué hizo
Some
mi
peasants
snack?
found her, took her to the barrack. That one self-inflicted wound. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Ok, estábamos en la cita con la brujita. Dame un segundo porque es que esto es delicioso. Ya se me olvidó jugar de nuevo. ¿Qué se me hizo la brujita? No, esa es una bruja. Aquí.
A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek.
Escuché los... por esa marca.
to fumble with fasteners.
Un zapato, y eso es lo otro.
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
Escucho algo que viene allá, pero bueno.
Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
Ah, ya está, ya vi.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I have nothing on me, but I'll think of something.
No tienes ni que apretar nada.
Know what they call that constellation in Zeracania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Exane Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower.
Podría nadar, pero creo que hay sirenas en el agua. Entonces mejor ir en bote. ¿Dónde putas hay un bote? Bueno, yo hay un bote. De aquí a ahí no creo que nada me pase. Dos botes. Ok, esa torre es en donde estaba el fantasma. Pero al parecer había un bru... ¿Qué putas? ¿Y mis zapatos? Que tiene Queen. En esa torre había como un mago que estaba haciendo experimentos e hizo una plaga. Eran como experimentos de necrófago. Yo quitándome el sol que estaba haciendo en la ventana y es en el juego. Ay, ahí no. No quiero pelear con esos. Porque es mejor llegar a caballo.
That's it, Roach.
Póngase Roach.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
¿Soy yo? Escucho gritos.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones.
Un momento.
The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
You're either incredibly gullible, or you're trying to play me again.
Whatever do you mean?
Radovid has one objective: to defeat Emir. Curing Catriona, stopping the plague, won't help him do that. So he'll either burn you at the stake with those notes among the kindling, or he'll make you use them to create a weapon.
Don't be ridiculous. Bacteria cannot be controlled.
Not yet. But it's possible in theory, isn't it?
In theory, it's just as possible for a Dachshund to impregnate a she-wolf. I don't have time to debate this, Geralt. I'm going to see Radovid whether you like it or not.
It's your conscience. But you do know hundreds, thousands could die.
What of it? What difference will it make if Nilfgaard's legions die by steel or because of some fucking germs? None.
A plague can go wrong, go wild. A sword won't. That's the difference.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
All right, take them already. Farewell, Geralt. Or rather, see you soon.
No, entonces me dieron mucho. Sí, es cierto, no he matado al werewolf, al hombre lobo. Vamos a dejarlo para ahorita. Este está muy largo, así que...
Let's go.
Quiten.
Wild hunt.
Esa es la frontera.
Come on, Roach.
Okay.
Advise you well. Steer far afield of Spitfire Bluff.
Got the horse son's eyes! Oi! Hey there! Come here! Nice little corpse eater.
Antes de esto, no. No. Ocupo meditar un poquito. Y vamos a ponernos a Queen.
What is it?
Got work for you, because you look to me eyes like a witcher. Am I right?
What do you need?
Need for my men to finish their work unharmed. But we got corpse eaters coming out all the while. Rid us of them, and we'll give you a share.
Deal.
¿Qué más? Ya no más. No. Sí, vienen más, vienen más. Voy a cargarme este primero. Puta, me aturdió. Sí, fallé la misión. Ya no puedo hacer nada más.
Dear, these turrets. King sets them, not me.
Oh, you again. Looking for a pass?
I actually ran into your brother-in-law. Tended to the monsters too, but he was killed.
What? You pulling me leg? Forget my offer. It's off the table, you git.
Bueno.
Sadly, that lot outnumbered them. Found them, dragged into the...
Vamos a ver qué me dice 3 ahora. Sí, la idea era que el muchacho sobreviviera para tener un descuento para pasar esta frontera, pero ya la pasé. Hace tiempo la pasé para terminar una misión. Que esa frontera divide Novigrad, que es esto de aquí, de lo que viene siendo Belén. Pero esta misión tengo que ir aquí. Vamos a ver qué pasa aquí.
Devil's Sport. Looking to make some coin too. Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits. Hey ya!
Let's play Good and the Witch. Yay! She's a bit of witch.
You'll find out everything. How are we to fight a pestilence that just... No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special pie for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you by the others of your species. No, I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please! Doppler!
Es esa a la secta que se unió la hija del varón.
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Why the stench is entirely different. Come to the city. Sorceress.
Vamos a hablar con ella, a ver qué.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that?
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why. It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber. What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorceress bitch's shop. Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, One error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Sí, espérese que lo agarre. Y yo me dejo el último, usted. Agarre chimba.
Herbs, roots, just turned to healing? Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions. Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. Of remembrance, all dried up.
Dos entradas nuevas en el bestiario. El libro yo los leo, o sea, no los leo de verdad, pero los abro porque al leerlos uno aprende cosas nuevas, no leyendo, sino que se agregan al bestiario. Por ejemplo, un Equimara. Entonces vamos a ver. Creo que el Equimara es un vampiro. Ajá, ve, aquí me da toda la descripción que venía en el libro. Me dice las debilidades y todo eso. Un vampiro grande. Bueno, higher vampires. Son débiles al fuego. Los dos son débiles al fuego y al aceite de vampiros. A esas yo creo que ya las conocimos en capítulos anteriores. El dios también ya lo conocimos, que no tiene debilidades. Ellas son debilidades a Queen. ¿Y a qué? El Relico, Neckers, Necrófagos, nos dieron uno. Estas, ya peleamos contra una de ellas. Erinia. Sirenas, están las sirenas bonitas. Sucubos. Leímos de ellas, pero no me acuerdo si ya vimos una sucubo. Un grifo, ya nos enfrentamos al grifo. Estas son débiles a Arar y al fuego. Golems, ya peleamos con varios golems. Y estos perros también. Un Wyvern, no hemos peleado contra Wyverns todavía. A ver, ¿qué más me piden? Ok. Los berserkers son personas que se convierten en animales, pero no hemos peleado con ninguno todavía. Uf, eso es como un tipo de hombre lobo, pero como que ya está más, no sé si es que está más convertido o muerto, para ver. Es una raza de hombres lobos. Son débiles mundas y a Devil's Paw, Curse Oil y débiles al fuego. Ahorita vamos a tener que pelear con uno, entonces eso no sirve. Lo que pasa es que con el hombre lobo no quiero pelear hasta que tenga una poción que me deja ver en la oscuridad mejor, porque él tiene una ventaja muy grande y es que yo no lo puedo ver y se mueve muy rápido. Entonces prefiero tener esa poción lista para poder pelear contra él.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief! Begone, or I'll inform the hunters you're a non-human.
Oh! Real fire? Nuh-uh.
Elf.
It is.
Half elf. You're clearly this living witcher. Discretionary point to benefit.
Leave me be. Call my husband.
Exile. Ah.
We'll try at home later. Please.
The thinking.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Stop, thief!
Eat at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Take pity on me, Miss...
Wordy.
Alright. I need to see this and I...
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Arms for the poor.
The thinking customer will see right away the best deals this side of a true Albion.
Stay away.
You seen the new waitresses?
Worth seeing.
And how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
Must need someone
Nice
to show them
dude.
around Novigrad.
You read my mind.
Is it not uncomfortable? All that steel on your back. Ah!
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
¿Cómo hago para caminar despacito?
Pickpocket!
The thinking customer will see right away the best deals this side of the water. Bloody easy.
Why the hell are you following me?
Just happen to be going where you're going.
And how the bloody hell do you know where I'm going?
Well, you're not as clever as you think, and I'm not blind. You're on your way to see the King of Beggars.
Gonna rob me? Got any ploughing idea what a courier is? This gold is from the non-humans. Take it, and you'll be fucked.
I don't want anything from you.
Pack her up and kiss my arse.
Come on, we can figure something out.
Ah, sod off, Pufter.
Me van a atacar.
What a range does it with oars?
La 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 la.
Debí haberlo amenazado en vez de ser tan gentil. Aquí me
The bonny boats that prance by here, teams like full bellows, begging to be squeezed.
Ah, Fabian, it's unhealthy this yet for wenches.
Bloody easy.
¿Será que tengo que ir a buscar otro? Qué pereza.
I've had enough to live from. Realise it's into my area 2 days road from Zima. Before I arrived here.
Aquí.
Nosy bugger.
Yeah, terrible trait. Poking around where I probably shouldn't be, I know. But I gotta find the Putrid Grove.
That's a secret place for secret folk doing secret business. And who's to say you're any good at keeping a secret?
Me. You have my word.
A freak's bilgy gas, naught more. How stupid do you think I am? Grab the whore's son. Smash the bugger!
That's it, you're in for it!
Keep it together, lads.
Kill the whore's son.
He's a warlock! That's it, you're in for it!
That's it.
Leave it to me.
Son of a whore. Curses.
That's it, you're in for it! Gotta get around! He's a warlock!
Pathetic.
That's it, you're in for it!
I'll rip your back off, you cunt.
Ay, me mató. ¿Qué puedo hacer? Tengo que tomarme la golondrina.
Nosy bugger.
Yeah, terrible trait. Poking around where I probably shouldn't be, I know. But I gotta find the Putrid Grove.
That's a secret place for secret folk doing secret business. And who's to say you're any good at keeping a secret?
No one.
Grab him! Smash the bugger! Fucking come on!
Me! Leave him to me!
That's it, you're in! Son of a whore! Gotta get around him! Slaughter that break! He's a warlock!
No sé qué hacer para...
Gotta get
Lo voy a
around him!
quemar.
That's it, you're in for it!
Tengo que quemarlo.
Stop! Enough! I was just following orders.
Got a simple question. You're gonna give me a simple answer. Where's the Putrid Grove?
In Lysol's. Down an alley. Man, guarding the gate. Gotta give him the password.
What is the password?
Old sows. Farrowed piglets.
See? Just gotta make the effort.
Village are you from?
Willows. Farrow.
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Venga,
It's a woman's touch.
Luch, deje de matar al pobre vagabundo.
Move it!
Greetings.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! Poverty! Hey! Got my eye on you, white one. Ooh!
Some filth made its nest in this secret.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honor. Good to see you again.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
Got the king of bagger.
How are things?
Good. More and more.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with 2 swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold part.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Siri. Yeah. Y este es el verdadero emblema de allá.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
The Witcher.
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So, maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug. Well?
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor. You were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Si lo que pasa es que si me voy por el trapdoor, lo van a torturar a él. Entonces prefiero pelear contra ellos antes de que lo torturen a él.
Well?
You were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
No me... ¿Y esta? No me deja. Mierda.
Dead! You're gone!
There's a draft. Should be an exit. Klug wouldn't have sent us there. Must be a lever on the wall that leads to the secret passage.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain. Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Que me pague primero porque este hijo de puta seguro.
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and drop-ins.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing...
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And
reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for a bruising?
Sheriff's right.
If not for you, we need to find Brandon. Well?
Vamos por Brandon. Brandon. ¿Qué?
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, De Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Thanks for everything, Ceatrice.
Mm-hmm. See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the Bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
Okay.
Come on, Roach.
Antes de ir ahí, ocupo ir aquí. Queda cerca. Que no me pare la cinemática. No me pare. ¿Es aquí? No, para ver. Es para atrás.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You've got water on... Achoo!
Salud. Las armas no las voy a guardar. que sí puedo guardar son estas. Eso lo voy a vender, esto lo voy a guardar. Esta silla. Vamos a ponerle esta silla al caballo. Dark iron. Nice. Ok. Entonces el caballo. ¿Dónde está la silla? Aquí está la silla. 40. ¿Y esa? 35. Y esa 40. Se vende por 200. Si no, mejor esta. Ahora este trofeo. Humans and non-humans. Este. Chance to dismember. Y vamos a arreglar todo eso. Ahora lo que pasa es que tengo muchas cosas en mi inventario que no ocupo. Vamos a meter todo esto ahí. Disculpen que los aburre con esto, pero es que la verdad ocupo espacio porque vean. Ay, pero esto ni siquiera me quita espacio, ni siquiera me da campo. Ni pesa. Si nada de esto pesa, entonces lo puedo andar. Lo que pesa son... Ahora esto pesa. Sí, esa la puedo dejar aquí. Esta también pesa. Esto no pesa. Eso no. Todas estas cosas va a tener que las vender. Esto lo puedo dejar aquí. Esto lo puedo dejar aquí. Y esto lo puedo dejar aquí. Las cosas. No voy a ir ahora porque es muy aburrido. No me quiero aburrir. Pero vamos a seguir con las misiones. Es que si no, no me dejan caminar.
Looks like rain.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of the city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Kareem Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
The second sword, is it in case the first one...
Iba a guardar porque puede que sea un monstruo poderoso.
Stop! Go away! Leave it!
Butlet. Como un diosito. ¿Cómo se va? Un semidios.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Ok, pero ese no es el volumen. The blood
Stop.
is spelled.
Go away. Leave it.
Lo raro es que los godlets no atacan a la gente. Aunque habíamos encontrado que perdió la voz. No sé si no sean malos, pero no tienen interés en los humanos.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
En el ático. Pero ocupo revisar esta parte antes de subir. ¿Qué putas? una fucking cueva aquí abajo. Es una cueva élfica.
Stop! Go away! Leave it!
Way to the next room is blocked. Cradle on the second floor. Wonder what'd happen if I laid a doll in it. Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is, make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ah, qué presa. Bueno, vamos a ver. Alquimia. Cloudy Water, eso no me interesa. Pociones. Point. Lo que ando buscando son sí, pociones. Aceite no me interesa. Alcohol. ¿Qué más parece? Necker Heart. Este ya lo puedo fabricar. Pues el gato, pero no tengo el gato para ver. White Honey, Thunderbolt. Sí, no tengo gato. Así que no tiene la opción, no puedo hacer nada.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Ah, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. Truth is, we're already dependent on the black bubbles, economically.
Need something sharp?
What do you have on offer?
Nada de offer, véndale todo. Ya sé quién tiene el diagrama del gato.
So long.
Procura comprar esa poción. ¿Dónde estará? Creo que esa persona vive por aquí. Vamos a ir un momentito. Si tengo esa poción, voy y peleo con el hombre lobo. Lo que pasa es que tengo que irme directo, pasar por debajo y a la izquierda.
Giddy up. And horses. Looking to make some drawings.
Aquí, si no me equivoco, había un enano que vendía toda clase de... Está cerrado. Ah, aquí está.
A good one to you, young man. Hair's all a grey, but by your face and straight back, I know you to be in your youth.
Greetings. What do you sell?
Herbs, young lad. I've all sorts gathered near about. You'd be surprised what useful plants grow by the roadside.
Not that surprised, actually.
Monk's hood, for instance. Lovely blossom. Soothes aches and pains, but just a handful and you could poison a whole family. A very useful plant.
Yeah. What else would you recommend?
Have a look, young man. You seem learned in these matters, so I'll show you my special stock from under the counter.
You just might have the herbs I need.
Necrophage oil, dancing star, devil buffball, urban dream, grape shot, semen, moon dust, golden aureole, forest. 371 cuesta, está loco ese hijo de puta. Ya no tengo dinero que le puedo vender. Ahí dejemos. Ahora sí. Días a que le gano.
How about you take a break from talking? We play cards instead.
No lo tiene, amor, no tiene el Night Vision. Pero vamos a ganarle a ver si... Vamos a jugar cartas con él, a ver si le puedo comprar una poción más. Ok. Cuatro. Esa es la puntuación de él, esa es mi puntuación, tengo que darle. Y ahora vamos. Casi que lo igualamos, 17 a 20, y ahora le congelo los enanos. Buena jugada, va a llamar a otros 3. Congelo, empate. Me gana por 1, tengo que tirarle la carta más baja. Y ya, lo destrocé. Puta. Paso el turno, él tiene 5 cartas. Voy a ganar esa ronda. Solo le quedan 2 cartas. Jennifer, que me deja llamar una carta, vamos a llamar a esta. Tienes última carta. no le podemos ganar. Entonces, ¿quién era el que vendía esa poción? ¿Ah? ¿Será que me la tengo que encontrar? Se supone que ese enano tenía todas esas pociones. Aquí hay otro mercado.
Oh! I'll smash your face!
Welcome. Well...
What have you got there?
Sí, no tiene nada interesante.
So long.
Hey, Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
Rum and supper I never refuse.
Ese debe ser abajo.
Hey, Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
Esa poción.
Hey, Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
I've
seen better.
Tápese la cara, cochina. Vieja cochina. Hay mucho que probar aquí. Sí.
Dreaming here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else.
Yo creo que esta me va a traicionar, pero no importa, entre más sepa mejor, más difícil se pone.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
No me acuerdo quién es Dandel.
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion? They liked each other a lot.
La golondrina sí.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Pues bueno, ya eso sería el capítulo de hoy.
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round. 'Cause we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter. Except witches earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
No tengo plata. Pero vamos a ver. Porque si los mato puede que ellos tengan plata. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Aló? Madre, sí, deme un momento. Sí, deme un momento.
Believe me, doing you a big favor by not giving you coin. Now let me through.
No, estoy jugando.
Master, you best watch your words.
The Witcher, si usted me siguiera en YouTube, vería los videos que publico.
He'll bring misfortune on us. He's a witcher,
Pero no le apretó la ¿cómo se llama? La campanita.
Apriéteme la campanita, dígame.
No, tóqueme la campana.
Si le enseñara cuántas notificaciones te dan.
Out of my way.
We won't do it. I will. I'll not take orders from anyone. In fact, not the least afraid to teach a witcher some
No, pero
manners.
cuando ve Dixon... ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Sabe que estoy peleando! ¡Tome! 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 Un saludo para Kubi. ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡Ay, que me dan! Un saludo allá para el Kubi, que es uno marihuano. que es un drogadicto.
Go home. You're done.
Lo tengo en el cubillo.
Bueno, yo no puedo ver, estoy viendo Dixon. Me estoy escuchando.
Hola.
Mages.
Ok, voy a matar a estos bandidos. ¿Y luego qué? Rosemary and thyme.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got Let's drink for it's nearly night.
Oh, aquí está Rosemary and thyme.
Winds howling.
I'll never come back, you stick. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
última escena y ya.
Geralt, in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Stop walking into his soul!
Now!
Give me back!
Reminds me of days of war. Eh?
Yeah, it's almost like we never left Bergen.
Told you this was Told you to know.
You'll never learn.
Qué mazazo le pegó.
Ah, pleased. That went well. Now we can treat each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like dandelion.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like dandelion.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letnov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts. Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects. Examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Oh, poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs, what Rosa var Atre named her Guahir. Well chosen, eh? Her dad's a Novgardian aristocrat with the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Ok, ya. Nos vamos a quedar aquí a dormir. En la próxima misión nos vamos.